All right, whenever you guys are ready.
So our social problem is obesity, and we'll be talking about how you can use veganism to help our social problem of obesity in America. And according to the CDC, more than 1/3 of U.S. adults have obesity right now, and our annual medical cost for 2008 was $147 billion to help obesity-related diseases. Obesity rates have doubled since 1970, and 1 in 6 children are currently obese. Now, one of the main causes of this obesity is that after World War II, the U.S. became mainly a fast food nation, so like McDonald's started coming out, Burger King, all those places, and this led to obesity skyrocketing. Fast food has changed this country into a sugar-fiending, grease-eating, instant satisfaction-seeking, and very unhealthy people. Veganism is one way we can fix it.
So a vegan is someone that does not use any animal products. Some people get confused with vegetarian and vegan. Vegetarians don't eat meat. Vegans do not eat dairy. And that's milk, cheese, yogurt. They don't eat any kind of meat or poultry or fish. They don't eat eggs, and they don't use like products that are tested on animals, such as like cosmetics or leather, fur, silk. It means yes to compassion, health, and environmentalism.
Ten reasons to go vegan. 1. Animals. Tens of billions of animals are being slaughtered in America alone each year. That is over 55 million animals per day, over 2 million per hour, and over 28,000 per minute. Go vegan and spare around 198 lives a year. 2. Health. A vegan diet prevents, treats, and reverses heart disease, reduce the risk of cancer, diabetes, and high blood pressure. 3. Environment. Meat is not green. Livestock account for an estimated 9% of global carbon dioxide emissions, 40% of global methane emissions, and 65% of global nitrogen dioxide emissions. 4. People. The world's cattle alone consume a quantity of food equal to the calorie need of 8.7 billion people. That's more than the entire human population on Earth. The more people go vegan, the more hungry we can feed. 5. Land. The same amount of land produces enough food to feed 20 vegans or 1 meat eater. 30% of the Earth's landmass is dedicated to raising animals for food. That's about the size of Asia. 6. Water. Nearly 60% of all water used goes to raising animals for food. It takes 25 gallons to produce a pound of wheat, 815 gallons to produce 1 pound of chicken, 1,630 gallons to produce 1 pound of pork, and a staggering 5,000 gallons to produce 1 pound of beef. 7. Energy. Balanced vegan diets are naturally free of cholesterol-laden and artery-clogging animal products. Whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables are so high in complex carbohydrates, they supply the body with plenty of energizing fuel. 8. Beauty. With no animal fat, weight goes down naturally and skin gets cleansed. Vegan diet has a direct effect on the health and appearance of skin, hair, and nails. So why not aim for glowing skin and glistening hair? 9. Avoid toxic chemicals. Nearly 95% of the pesticide residue in the meat eater's typical diet comes from meat, fish, and dairy products. Fish contain carcinogens and heavy metals. Meat and dairy are fortified with steroids and hormones. 10. Discovery. Take your eating experience to a whole new level. Experience new foods, discover new tastes, experiment and enjoy.
that a lot of people do it is because animals do feel pain and fear, just like a domestic animal would or we would. Many people don't see it that way because they see them as herds and not individuals, so they just see them as farm animals and don't see them like you would see your dog Spot. So, the treatment of the animals in these factories are very horrible. They're given hormones so they grow rapidly so they can produce animal products as fast as possible to make the most profit, completely neglecting the health of the animals. The chickens are gaining weight so fast that their legs cannot support their own bodies and they are falling over. Baby chicks are thrown into grinders alive to be made into chicken nuggets. And rabbits have things dropped in their eyes to see if shampoo works. So that's not cool. Cows actually have best friends. I'm not being all like extra crazy or anything. Like they really do. It's been proven that they have bonds with people and they get sad when they're not with their friends. And we separate their babies from them and kill them and sell them for veal so we can get their milk. So it's just like meat is not as healthy as they try to make it out to be and say that it's for protein. It's a carcinogen, so it causes cancer just like cigarettes would. 80% of food poisoning comes from infected meat because it's pretty easy for it to go bad.
Chicken meat also contains a lot of fecal matter, and that's what many of the causes of food poisoning comes from, is the fecal matter inside of the chicken.
That's what fast food chicken nuggets looks like.
Is it pink slime?
Yeah, it
pink
is.
slime.
And this is a sick cow. They still kill sick animals and sell them for food. So, vegans do get protein.
Lots of it, yes.
I do. There's a lot of plants that have protein in it, so it's pretty easy to
Some
get
of
it.
them have higher levels of protein than even meat as well.
There's definitely easy to do. So this was the least graphic picture that I could find of artificial insemination. This is a hand. So they essentially rape the cow to get it pregnant so it can produce milk, and then they take their babies from it like 3 days after they're born and kill them off for meat. So, yeah.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, breast milk in humans is essentially just like cow milk. Their milk is made for calves to grow and develop, so we don't really need it. We're the only species that drinks milk of another species. Yeah, there's also other growth hormones added to it. That way the calves can grow rapidly. That way they can produce more. So that's also not good. Yeah. I don't really have to elaborate that much. This is what a cage-free facility looks like. They try to charge people more for the eggs because they believe that they're more ethically right because it's cage-free, and people see the label and believe that it's like a little red barn with animals just roaming freely, but that's what it actually looks like. The conditions aren't good at all, and their goal isn't really to take care of their animals, it's just to mass produce and make money off of consumers.
They have like 1 square foot that they can move around in for their entire lives until they're killed.
These are substitutes for a lot of the same foods that consume meat and dairy, but without all of the grossness. Yeah, Gardein is a pretty good meat brand. They have really good stuff.
It's very balanced.
It's pretty
Butter's
good.
really good too.
There's different
What about,
makeup
so those are the makeup brands that do not test on animals?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they all have a label on the back of like some kind of bunny. Like there's 3 different kinds of labels for it. So yeah, they'll have a bunny.
So, here we also have some facts just about cows and then also about chickens, the kind of 2 main meats that we eat. So cow's meat builds plaque buildup inside of your arteries. It's called cholesterol, and this causes a lack of blood flow, and it can also lead to a heart attack or any other heart diseases. Yeah, cow's milk actually contains pus and calf growth hormones. And then calves are taken away from their mothers, like she said, like almost immediately after the birth, so that they can save all the milk that the mother's producing for themselves and stuff. And then, yeah, the cows have best friends, they really do. And then eggs come actually from the chicken's menstrual cycle, like that's what they're for, and they're just waiting to be inseminated so that it'll produce a chicken, but we eat them before that happens.
Oh my gosh, wait, I have a question.
Yes.
So, okay, so you know how females have the eggs and that's like the, like, time. So that would be like.
That's a chicken, but it's a physical.
So that would be like a species of like animals waiting for us to like produce eggs and then have us and then they.
Eat them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yep. And then chickens raised to be killed and fed are fed massive amounts of antibiotics and drugs to keep them alive in conditions that would normally kill them, like how they barely have any movement and they fatten up so quickly. They use antibiotics and drugs to help keep them alive. And then the big farming businesses overcrowd and raise chickens in disgusting places.
What spurred your decision to go vegetarian or vegan?
Stuff like this. One of my friends.
Well, where did you hear about it at? I mean,
One of the seniors when I was a freshman in my mass media class was talking to me about animals, and I had said something about how I loved animals, and I had just eaten like a cheeseburger at lunch, and they were like, "What about the cow?" And I kind of just looked at it.
actually thought about it a little
Yeah,
bit.
and it really did make me think about it. So.
And what about you?
Mine was for the health benefits and the animals. Like I just started feeling sick when I ate meat. Like I felt heavy and like gross. And I feel a lot better now. So, yeah.
Food Inc. You seen that? Food Inc. on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen all those.
Yeah, it makes you a little nauseous when you watch something like that. I know some of you guys have seen, you know, what's the one that they show in health class? Super Size Me. Yeah, I mean that's not exactly what they're talking about, but it's similar, you know. And then Food Inc. is kind of more what you guys are explaining. The meat industry is not what they advertise to be. Yeah. All right, nice try. Give me a hand. Give me a hand. That was well done. I'm sorry I did not tell them to keep those in the freezer
I'm sorry
longer.
they melted.
I didn't know that they were supposed to be frozen.